Okay, so if you want the official day count, it's day 7 in our Living Well series. I'm in one of those just very thankful, grateful attitudes today. So thankful for just health and friends and a home, and that in spite of all the crazy going on in the world, that we're here and that we can keep the body going and moving in the capacity that it is. So anyway, I'll share my gratefulness with you all. Let's go ahead and come on down to our mat, and we're going to start with some mobility moves to get us warmed up. I have access to 3 different sets of weights, so if you have that as well, have them easy to grab, easy to pick up here real quick. I have a 10, 15, and 20. So kind of think, you know, light, mid to a little bit heavier if you have that available. All right, let's go ahead and start on our hands and knees. And we're going to just do a little bit of a hinge back, child's pose, and then come forward, stretching your shoulders up over those wrists. So spread your fingertips really, really wide, and then get all the way up to get a little bit of stretch through your forearms. We're not going to be on our hands much today, actually at all. And take a day off of our hands, off of our upper body on the ground, and go more standing. All right, next one, come forward and then just see if you can turn your hands to where your fingertips point at your knees. If you can't, that's okay. Just get them as far as you can, or you can extend your arms in front of you and pull the wrists back. Just hinge your hips back here. Get a little bit of stretch through those forearms. And then come back up and turn your hands around. We're going to do a little bit of a thoracic spine threading, flossing. So really push into that thumb and first finger, spread your fingertips nice and wide. And then I want you to let your hips hinge really far to the right as your shoulders hinge to the left, and then back the other direction. So again, our goal is to try to get that movement through the mid part of the back. Flex a bit through that oblique that you're leaning into. So we're going to end up doing standing oblique crunches in a minute. So this is kind of just gearing us up for that, getting that movement through the mid back. Spread those fingertips nice and wide and feel that rotation. All right, go ahead and stop. Come to center. We're going to do a thread the needle. So plant into your left hand. Inhale, lift your right arm up super high. Check in with those stability points, right? So keep your low back really stable and twist through the mid back. Then you're going to take your right arm and thread it underneath your left arm. See if you can get your butt in the air and the back of your shoulder on the ground. And we're going for some rotation and movement in the mid back. Push into that left hand. We're going to go to the other side. Inhale, lift up. Try to keep those stable hips. And then exhale, tuck under. Your butt in the air, side of your head on the ground. And just push in. And then push up through that right hand. Curl your toes under, sit back on your heels, and we're going to take our right hand, just bring it kind of up, slide the shoulder blade down, and then tuck it behind your back. Pull on it with the left, and then lean your left ear to the left shoulder. Then we're going to go to the other side. Inhale, lift that left arm up, reach nice and tall, tuck it behind, pull on that left hand, and then reach your right ear to right shoulder. All right, let's go ahead and stand up. We're going to take a couple body weight reps to kind of see what we have coming, and then we'll add in weight. So this whole week, what we're doing is we are focusing on the weak side. So we're going to get both sides working with weight, and then we're going to add 5 additional reps to whichever side feels a little weaker. So as we're going along, kind of just pay attention. Most of us probably already know what our weaker side is, but in case you don't, or you might be surprised, just pay attention and check it out. All right, so extend your left arm straight up and your right arm straight down and hinge over to the right. Just lean, hang here a second, take a nice deep inhale. Exhale, come up, go one more time here. Lean over. So any rotation or movement, remember, comes from those hips, but the low back stays stable with that core. Okay, come up, we'll go to that other side. Just lean, Get that rotation, that hinge. Come up and lean and come up. All right, arms come out wide. Keep those hips stable. Just rotate from that mid back a couple times. So we're going to be doing a standing oblique crunch, 10 each side. And then we're going to go alternating bicep curls. And then at the end of each weighted set, so we just have 2 weighted sets, we are going to do a single leg, either hop or calf raise. So the numbers on those will be 30. You can just pick one foot, and we're going to hop, building the calf and ankle and everything in that leg. If you prefer, you can do just a calf raise, which will be tough enough in and of itself. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. We're going to go 3 rounds of those 3. So I'm going to pick up my heavier weight. Just stand with your weights pulling on either side. Retract those shoulder blades down the spine. Remember our stack, heels, hips, shoulders. Draw your belly button in and flex your glutes. So we're going to lean to the side, come to center, and then other side. So we're going to go back and forth. That's 1. Think about moving through that mid back. And these are easy to just kind of, hinge and pull through. But really set in your stance. Pull that low belly up and in. Make sure your pelvis stays neutral. So you got to kind of squeeze your glutes. And then use your obliques to drop and lift. I got to watch it here that I don't start pulling my shoulders up to my ears. So it's all in that waistline. 3 more each side. Check in, see if you can tell which side might need a little more tender loving care. Maybe it's a little weaker, maybe it's a little tighter. Okay, so I'm going to go with my right side. I feel like actually feels a little weaker. So that means I'm going to lean to my left 5 extra times to pull through that side. If you can't tell which side is weak, just go side to side continually. Here's 5. All right. If you need to adjust your weight, pick up a different weight. We're going to go curls next. So I'm just going to give myself a quick forearm stretch. Always good to kind of let those fingers open up. Okay, so we're going alternating curls, and I think these are a little easier than straight up curls. So just curl one arm up and down, and I actually am going to take a little twist. Remember, tuck that tailbone, flex through the glutes, belly nice and strong. Sometimes a twist does not feel good on the joints. So if it doesn't feel good for your joints, you can just stay with a fixed wrist. Notice that upper middle back still squeezing together. Your solid stance. This is our 8. Squeeze that elbow in. Really watch that the elbow stays close. 10 and 10. Okay, my left arm, not surprisingly, is the weaker side. So we're going to go 5 more on your weak side. If you'd rather alternate back and forth, that's fine. Squeeze that elbow in. 2 more. Use the core and the upper middle back. We're trying not to move the upper body at all. Whew, those last 5. Okay, shake those arms out. We're going to do that single leg calf raise, or we're going to do our hop, okay? We're going to go for 30. You don't have to get high off the ground, but keep everything in that stance going strong. 27, 28, 29, 30. Good, pull that other leg up in front. Ten more, keep those hips level, chest tall. 3, 2, 1. All right. We're gonna go back to our standing oblique crunch. Shoulders back and down. Push your shoulder blades together, belly strong. Here we go, side to side. Think about that movement that's coming through the mid back. Kind of feels good getting that opening. Don't just get lost in the obliques. Think about the front of the belly. Keep the front of the belly nice and strong as well. Tucking that tailbone down toward the ground. Keep that pull. 2 more each side. 1, 1, 2, and 2. Okay, I'm going to lean to my right side an extra 5, 4, 3, whichever side you find is weaker, and 1. All right. If you need to transition into different weights, go for it. I had fun with my 20s last time, but I think I'm needing these. Just have to watch that upper body. Okay, so we're going our alternating bicep curls. Shoulders back and down, tuck the tailbone, ready, go. 10 each side. Now sometimes with alternating arms, it's easy to kind of get momentum going, right? To kind of start swinging your way through. Still keep really close watch on your form, your flexion, your control. Same pace up, same pace down, and that upper body doesn't move at all. Check in which arm feels a little weaker, maybe neither, so then you can go with that same alternating. All right, here's our 10. I'm going to re-roll my shoulders back and down. Again, that left side, not surprising. It's interesting too how you have to watch that flexion through the back and core when we're going one side, that asymmetric side. It's good stuff. Last one. Whew. All right, we're going to do that single leg hop or calf raise. Ready, set, and go. Keep thoughtful of your knee. Should stay still tracking with that toe wherever it is. All right, and switch. $28, $29, $30. Okay, last set here. Grab whatever weights you want for your standing oblique crunch. Roll those shoulders back and down. Flex a lot, upper middle back, strong core. Here we go, lean side to side. Think about being on a wall. So your chest is not leaning forward, but you're not leaning back either. You should feel your shoulders on the wall, your butt, and your heels if you were to stand on a wall. Flex deep into that core. Self-flex, then get where you're going. You'll feel these a lot more. Check in which side is weaker. 2 more each side. All right, I'm going to lean to that left side for me. Meaning I need to work a little bit more into my right side oblique. Last one. Awesome. You shouldn't be feeling anything in that low back. You should feel flexion in those glutes and all about those obliques and the rhomboids in that upper middle back. Okay, we have our bicep curls, alternating arms. Elbows squeeze in super tight. See if we can keep them tight. No movement in that upper body. Tuck the tailbone under a bit. 8, 9. See if you can keep those shoulders level. 10. Roll those shoulders down and then get that weak side. 5 more. Belly button tugs back. Keep that elbow tight. 3. Woo. 2. Last one. And 1. Perfect. All right. Hitting up those hops. Ready, set, and 30. used to have a lot of ankle issues. I just sprained them a lot in high school, playing sports and whatever else. And doing single leg stuff, switch, has really helped strengthen those ankles. You got to start slow though, for sure. That slow build up, it'll get there. And done. All right, roll those ankles out. And we're going to our new set. All right, I'm going to be using my lighter weights this round because we're going to have one arm up overhead and one arm down. So we're going to do a lean and a tuck. If you need to keep the upper arm unweighted, that's totally fine. So same thing, we're watching stability in that low back. Any movement is going to come through those hips and the mid back. Okay, so we're going to go 10 each side with our extra 5 on the weak side. Then we're going to be doing kickbacks. So your elbows up, we're going to go all 10, and then you're going to find out which one feels maybe weaker. I'm guessing my left, so then we're just going to do a single kickback, and then we're going back to our single leg hops. Okay, so I'm going to start with my left arm up, right arm down. You can mirror if you'd like. Hinge, and then tuck. So just like we did with our standing oblique crunch, but this time we're adding in that knee tuck. 5. How many muscles can you contract here? And with that arm up overhead, you got to get the work into the back muscle. 9, 10. All right, other side. Hinge and crunch. Pulling that knee out to the side as opposed to up in front. Hold that belly button in nice and tight. Keep your butt flexed a little bit to help keep that pelvis in neutral. 3 more. Do you know which side's your weaker side? If you do, hopefully you do, hit that. We're going 5 more on that side. For me, it's leaning to that right. 4 and 5. Okay, kickbacks. Slide those shoulders back and down, belly nice and strong, elbows slide up. 10 kickbacks for your triceps. Make sure your back is super flat and be in control of your drop. A lot of times it's easy to get momentum and swing going here, and we want to eliminate any of that. 2 more. 10, and then we're going to try for those 5 more. I could definitely go 5 more on my right, but the whole point is to keep that strong side back just a little bit this week. All right, we're there. So that we can hopefully get that weak side to come up to par. All right, let's go those single leg hops. Keep that belly strong. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. $28, $29, $30. Okay. Coming back up. I'm going to start my right arm up, my left arm down, hinge, and then elbow to knee. So flex into that supporting leg. Feel that oblique. Get lots of crunch on that elbow to knee side. One more. 10. Okay, other side. Lean. And tuck. Lots going on. Strength and flexibility. Keep that core strong, strong to protect your hinge. I'm kind of pulling my knee too much up in the front. Keep it out to the side. 2 more. And 1. All right. Check in. Hopefully you know that weak side. It's the one I just came off of. Here we go. Lean. 2. 4. And 5. Okay. Kickbacks. Here we come. Shoulders back and down. Belly nice and strong. Elbows come up and hit it. See if you can get that upper arm parallel to the ground. Flex into that core. 8, 9. Support your low back by grabbing that abdomen. 10. Now go whichever side is weaker. 5 more. 3, 2, and 1. All right. I have those single leg hops. Here we go. $28, $29, $30. Other side. Try to just stay on those toes. Keep that strong posture. So think about that stack on the side that's hopping. And done. All right, I'm going to take a little stretch through those legs, and then it's our last round here. Everybody's looking good. Okay, one arm up, one arm down. Grab through that abdomen, hinge, and tuck. Whew, I can tell this is my 3rd set. So slow down, set it in, and focus. What are you using? Don't rush through the movements. All right. Time to check in with the neck. Keep your neck out of it. Make sure the back is supporting that overhead weight. Even if you have your hand up there, if you're not holding weight, still slide that shoulder blade down. Retract there. 3, 2, 1. All right, which side's that weaker side? 5 more there. Hinge and tug. 3, 4, 5. All right, here we go. Triceps, elbows come up. Make sure that your chin is slightly tucked because you want your neck in neutral. Just look straight down at the ground, about 2 feet in front of your feet. Be in control of that drop. Stop when your elbows are at 90 degrees. 3 more, and we have that weaker side. 5 more. 4, 3, keep that flat back, strong core. 2, and 1. Whew. All right, we're gonna get our hops. Doing awesome. Halfway, belly stays strong. All right, switch. Keep that abdomen going strong. 10 more. 3, 2, and 1. All right, take a wide stance. Take your left arm and hinge it over to the right leg and just stretch across. We're going to do one more finisher set. Now your right arm, switch across to the left leg and twist. All right. So grab your mid, depending on what's going on with your upper body, your mid to heavy weight, and we're going to hit up halos, okay? So hold your weight just like this. If you have a kettlebell, you can also use that. So find your solid stance. The weight is going to create a little halo around your forehead. Slide the shoulders back and down. One elbow comes up and then the other. So tug that tailbone under. Keep your stack, that solid stance. So the weight circling around your head is actually a diversion. Focus more on the support. What's going on underneath all of that circling is more important than what's going on overhead. Shoulder blades pull together, 2 more. And then we're going to go the other way. Try your best to keep the hips from counter circling. Flex through those thighs, flex through your glutes. 8, 9, and 10. Okay, we're going to go into a lawnmower, and we're going to focus again on our weaker side. So left leg forward, right leg back. Set your weight. It should be kind of heavy as you can make it. Set your weight right next to the front leg. Square off your hips. Your leg is your bench. So flex through the core, grab through the mid-back, pull that right elbow up with a slight twist in the mid-back. Here's 3, 4. Focus on pulling with the back. Stable in the shoulders, stable in the low back, and mobile in the mid-back. 2 more. And 1. All right, set your weight down. Just switch your legs. Right leg forward, left leg back, shoulder back and down. Square off your hips, belly strong, and pull. Focus in. Try to remember how you felt on the other side. At what point did the reps get tough? Again, it's my left side. 2, and 1. So I'm going to go 5 extra, but I'm going to take a second. Make sure I can keep good form using the right muscle groups. All right, here we go. Let's meet up. Take those last 5 together on your weaker side, whatever side is weaker for you. 3, 4, 5. All right. Coming up, we're going to go back into our halos. We're going to finish those last 2 sets. We're just going to get rid of our single leg hops. Shoulders back and down, belly nice and strong. Here we go. Your stance is important, right? Being rooted from your feet through the thighs, your glutes. Neutralize the pelvis, contract the core, lift the chest, squeeze shoulder blades together. 8, 9, 10. Other way. So feel those shoulder blades set in. This is a really, really good exercise to practice watching the stability in those shoulder blades in that upper back. 7, 8, 9, and 10. All right, if you remember which side you started on last time, Switch it up. So I started with my right arm pulling. I'm going to go to my left arm first this time. So if your right leg's forward, left leg back, grab the weight with the left arm. Square off with those shoulder blades. Keep the belly super firm. Rotate those shoulder heads back and down. All right, there's 10. Other side. Square off the hips and pull. Keep your back flexed the whole time. Focus on using the lat. That's the muscle to the side of your spinal column on your back. Get that pulling here. 2 more. All right, and then decide which side was your weaker side. And we're going to get 5 more there. Flex in. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Okay. Stand it up. Grab those hands behind the back. Relax through the neck and shoulders. And then we're going to get that final set. Grab your weight. Strong stance. Shoulders back and down. Here we go. Last set. Grab that core. Scan the whole body, head to toe. Eight, belly button draws back, tailbone tucks under. Here's 10, and reverse. Next is relaxed. Check in with the back. Get that upper back to do the work with all the stability of the core and glutes. 2 more. Last one. Okay. Last time in that lawnmower. Going back the other side first. For me, my right. Square off those hips. Long back and pull. So you really want to watch that there's no rounding in your upper back or in the low back, but really watch that upper back. I find that's where it's tough to keep the flexion, squeezing shoulder blades together, but you want to keep that closed chain. Last one. All right, switch it up. Here we go, square off those hips, grab that weight, pull that elbow as high as you can. You're stabilizing on your right leg without collapsing into that shoulder. So remember, our shoulder blades are set in, retracted, and they move as one stable block. 9 and 10. Whew. 5 more on that weak side. Set in and focus. Here we go. 5 to go. 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Well done, well done. Okay, we are going to take a quick stretch. So come down facing your mat. Bring your left leg forward. Keep your right knee back on the ground. We're going to take a little hip flexor stretch here, but then let your right hip continue to rock out to the right. Plant your shoulder right on top of that wrist, sliding the shoulder blade down, right? So that the shoulder's not driving up into your ear. Twist it over, and then bring your left arm back. Just kind of rotate around. Find that spot, even in the hand, where you can get that opening in the chest and roll that shoulder head down. Belly strong, still thinking those stable places, mobile places. Okay, both hands down inside, and then just hinge back. We'll get that hamstring. Toe comes up. Pull that right hip forward just a little. And then let's switch. So now the left leg's back, right leg forward. Come through, get that back hip flexor, and then plant that left hand and rotate over toward the outside of the left hip, and then open your right arm behind or overhead. Rotate through that wrist. Wherever you can get your shoulder to slide down, open up. Bring your right arm in, both hands inside that right leg. Pull the hips back, drop the right hip down. Toe comes up. Feel that stretch in your hamstring. I'm excited to see how my obliques feel tomorrow. And my back muscles. All right, great work, everybody. You did it. Thank you so much.